how big of a deal all that was.
Yeah.
I knew it was important, but I had no idea the importance of being there and what that was. I just did not know, and it was strange that you had all this wonderful music in Kentucky, but I couldn't find players. I don't know why, but I just could not find pickers.
No.
They just, maybe I was in the wrong part of Kentucky. I don't know. I just couldn't find pickers, and everybody I could find that could say they could play, I knew more than they did back then.
Yeah.
But now I could find one banjo player that was good. His name was Sam Waddell, but he couldn't. As long as he was doing Scruggs stuff or bluegrass gospel, and he was in G or A, or he was in C or D.
Yeah.
That's about all he did. I mean, he couldn't. But to do what you do, like when you go out of D and play there, or like when you just go into an open, you make your chord out of F and play Sweet Georgia Brown and all that. Hey, he couldn't even begin to do that. So in what he did, he was good, but he was not a complete banjo player. He played Shucking the Corn, the most hard driving, not necessarily the most tasteful, but the most hard driving Shucking the Corn I'd ever heard.
Yeah.
And
but it's the accent with bluegrass. That's the main thing. J.D. Crowe, to me, was the best for accent that anybody ever heard. He knew when to come in, he knew when to come out.
First time I took this to a jam session, they brought me a mute after I was there for about one song, and I had to turn the chair backwards to him. I got the message.
I remember that.
You were there.
I remember that.
Because this thing was so loud, and remember it was so bright then, and I didn't know any better. I was just trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
The whole circle was facing around, and old Mike's aimed out towards Pownell or someplace like that.
Well, I automatically told them, I'm going to sit outside the circle because this banjo's loud.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was sitting outside, and they still turned around and said, we can't hear ourselves play. You got to do something. And I turned it around with my back to them and listened and play, and they still brought me a mute. They did.
I guess that's true. I missed that part, but
They did.
I remember that.
Are you busy next Saturday or?
Next Saturday.
Trying to have that thing for my wife.
Okay. Now, where's it going to be?
It's at the Brackett Funeral Home.
Now, where's that located?
It's just, if you're going into Main Street from Thompson, it's the next street over.
Okay. I'll
Mike?
be there. What time does it start?
2 to 4.
Okay. I'll be there.
Can you say a few words?
I'd be honored. Do you want it to be more like instead of about my personal response, to mix some scripture with it and that kind of thing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'd be honored. I'd be glad to. And because your wife was just a absolutely wonderful, lovely lady that I got a lot of joy out of standing there and holding her hand and talking to her. And even though I'd have to tell her who I was a few times, she was always very gracious and full of life, while I would stand there and talk to her. And I would consider it an honor to do so. Now, so at Brackett Funeral Home.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll find it. You'll help me make sure that I know exactly where it is.
Well, I've got to be in New York then. I've told Jimmy we've got to be in New York.
Well, when you leave, drive down and enjoy it.
But I was going to say we'll just go by. It is not far out. It's not far out of the way. It's just to
Okay.
it really is. It'll add 2 minutes onto the trip at the most. I can show it to you. It's easy to find.
Okay.
Okay, it's easy to find. It's not. They didn't hide it any place.
Do you want me to be in civilian clothes or in uniform?
Either way, it don't matter.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Uniform's all right.
Okay. I can go Coast Guard or Navy, either one. I have the. Just don't ask me to wear my Marine uniform up here. I got the right to do that.
You don't have an Air Force uniform.
The Coast Guard. The Coast Guard dress blues are very similar
Yeah,
to the Coast Guard.
that'd be good.
I mean, to the